You get used to the quiet, until it starts sounding different. On night shifts, silence isn't peace, it's pressure. Past midnight, it feels like the whole building is holding its breath, waiting for you to make the next sound. I work nights on a step-down unit, half intensive care, half general medical. By midnight the hospital turns into a museum of machines, monitors blinking, vents sighing, fluorescent lights that never decide how bright they want to be. I like nights. The quiet is honest. It was late winter. Staffing was thin. I had 4 patients, all stable enough to make you suspicious of the word stable. At 1:07, bed 12's monitor pinged. Lead off. It happens when someone rolls onto a cable. I walked down the corridor, pushed open the door, and stopped. The room was colder than the hall. The blinds were open onto a black window that showed nothing but my reflection and the green glow of the IV pump. Bed 12 was empty. The monitor LED lay across the sheet, still warm, as if someone had just climbed out. I checked the bathroom. Empty. Checked the cupboard. Just gowns and a box of gloves. The chart on the wall read asleep. No distress at 0:45. I reattached the leads to the pillow, silenced the alarm, and wrote a note to come back. As I turned to leave, the bathroom light clicked on. I waited. No one came out. "Sir," I called. "It's your nurse." No answer. I opened the door. Empty tile. A slow fan ticking. The pull cord hung still. I switched the light off. Back in the main room, the monitor now showed a perfect heart rhythm at 72 beats per minute. Clean trace. Steady oxygen. No patient. Perfect vitals. I stood there longer than I should have. At the desk, the ward clerk was entering lab results. Bed 12 gone walkabout. She asked without looking up. "Room's empty," I said. "Monitor says otherwise." She gave me a smirk, then frowned when the speaker chimed. "Lift arriving. Level 3. No one had pressed the button. The lifts are at the far end of the corridor." I walked down. The lights hummed overhead. Both elevator doors stood open. Inside, nothing. In the mirror at the back of the car, only my reflection. I pressed close. It didn't move. Then the lift gave a polite ding and shut on its own, like it had decided for me. When I returned, bed 12's door was half closed. I hadn't left it that way. Inside, the television was on the hospital welcome channel, muted, looping messages about visiting hours. On the tray table sat a disposable cup with a ring of fresh condensation, as though the ice hadn't decided to melt yet. The monitor still reads 72. I noted. "Patient not in room. Vitals inaccurate. Will continue to assess." The charge nurse passed behind me. "You good?" she asked. "Yeah. Weird tech glitch." She nodded, the kind of nod that means, "Let it be." Then bed 12's call light came on. The tone is soft by design. Tonight it sounded like a doorbell to an empty house. I answered from the wall panel. "This is your nurse. How can I help?" Static. Then, the faint sound of someone clearing their throat. I opened the door. The bathroom light was on again. The TV had switched to a blue input screen. And on the pillow, where I'd left the leads, there was an imprint of a head. Shallow, recent like memory foam remembering the weight of someone not there. I stood at the foot of the bed, watching the monitor. The line rose and fell. Steady. 72. I unplugged the sensor from the monitor. The waveform kept going. 3 beats. 4. Then cleaned itself and carried on counting. The air felt heavy, like the door had sealed and the room forgot how to breathe. I stepped back into the corridor. Down at the desk, the clerk had the security feed open. On the screen, the footage outside bed 12 froze for 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, the door went from open to closed, and no one passed the camera. Then the timestamp jumped ahead, as if embarrassed. At 3:03, I was called to assist in ICU. When I returned, bed 12 was quiet. The TV was off. The cup was gone. I straightened the blanket, turned out the light, and left the door wide open. As I stepped into the hall, the hand sanitizer dispenser hissed once on its own, releasing a single pump of alcohol and wintergreen. Later, on break, the clerk slid a folded wristband across the counter. "Housekeeping found this in bed 12, she said. White band. Name worn to a gray blur. The date was from 3 weeks ago. The patient had died on day shift." Quietly, I put the band in the drawer with lost glasses and chargers. Down the corridor, a monitor pinged once, just once, and settled back to 72. Clean, asleep. I never mentioned it again, but some nights, when the ward goes still, I swear I hear a single monitor beep, steady at 72. Have you ever heard something keep breathing after it shouldn't?